hello, you guys! It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? I've missed you, I missed you, I missed you, I missed you. We are going to get started. We are going to get started. I want to thank everyone for all the love and support and everything. All the comments, reaching out to me, just everything. I'm truly grateful. I do apologize. I will be clearing my throat quite a bit throughout the reading. I'm still trying to get over this some weird ass virus. Um, but I do apologize. But you know, the readings must go on, right? They must go on. Ooh, look at that. The Lovers card on the bottom of the deck. So funny enough, first off, this reading is for the lovely, amazing, beautiful Aquariuses. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All my readings are like that. If you don't know, now you know. Okay. In the pre-shuffle, I actually was shuffling this deck, and I saw the Awakening card, and I was like, okay, so you know, Aries is going through a little awakening period. That's dope. That's dope. And then I was asking Spirit, like, you know, like what kind of reading do you want me to do? Because normally I will kind of like get predetermined questions first. I'll try it out before I go, and they're like, just go. I'm like, fine. And I was like, well, is it gonna be about love? Is it gonna be about wisdom? Like, what's it gonna be? And they're like, just go. And lo and behold, the Lovers card. So definitely, there's something that is currently for some of you. I'm going to take the last three cards. I literally saw all three of them. Someone went through some sort of situation where they felt isolated and alone. They had some old wounds that kind of blocked them from a love connection. And I feel with the fact of that I saw the Awakening card first, that when you go through the awakening period, whoever this is, whether it's you or your partner, that after the awakening period is when you get to this happy stage of love. So that's pretty dope. I'm going to put these back because I feel like that was just one group of you. But we're going to get into the read just to see. So congratulations, whoever that is. Your boo-boo or you are definitely awakening and you're going to ascend to a higher level. But let's see what's going on with the Aquarius crew. Did I just say Aquarius? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's Aries. Aries. I hope I said that at the beginning of the reading. I'm so sorry. Aries, let's see what's going on. What's going on with you currently? What is currently on your mind? Now, I did see that the card, the Two of Pentacles wanted to come out. A little bit of a balancing act going on. We have here the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Justice card. So I really do. This is clearly connecting with the same group from before. There's a sense of growing. There's a sense of developing, going higher, leveling up. It's just I don't feel. I feel like it's like whoever's in this energy, it's like you're starting at the midst of it. You're like in it, but you're not fully over it. But what Spirit is trying to say to you is you will have the celebration, you will have the justice. It's just right now, there's just some things you need to go through. So I feel like basically there's a set of you that's like literally on its way. You're going to go through your justice period. You're going to go through that situation. You're going to put down the burdens and you're going to go through your awakening. Some of you, you've already like, listen, I went through my dark night of the soul. I'm good. I'm in my awakening. I'm ready to see what is next. Let's see the money. Okay. Let's see what else is going on currently in your energy, Aries. Maybe some of you guys were dealing with an Aquarius because it's very, like, I literally have a card here that says Aries so that I would never mess up, and the fact that I was looking at the damn card and I still said it. There is no mistakes in life, as they say, right? See, we have here the World card, completion, cycle ending. Whoever this is, listen, I am so happy for you because I've been wanting to do this reading for a while for you, Aries, and I'm glad I waited because it wasn't the right timing. So definitely, whoever is resonating this, you are going through a cycle. You are going through a change. Things are definitely turning around. So we have here the Hangman in reverse. We have here the Six of Wands in reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups. Now, For any of you that's stuck in this energy, or still that the ones that have gone through the awakening, to help level you up even more, is the more strong that you get with your intuition and with your the more strong you get with your intuition and with your sense of empathy, your emotions, the more that you will actually get into this Queen of Cups energy. And you definitely will, I don't know where that card went. It literally like vanished. You will definitely get a lot easier at handling your situation. I feel a sense of not knowing exactly what to do. Look, the Ten of Cups card show up. I don't know where that other card went. It literally like poofed. Guys, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. But I do feel a sense of there was this point where you guys felt all over the place. You didn't know what to do. You didn't know where to go. And I just want to say that the more that you strengthen your intuition and your sense of emotions and empathy, the stronger that you'll get at the ability of knowing where to go and how to do things. Because understand your emotions and everything affects how you see things, how you portray things, how things really go about. And I feel a sense of fixation. Like it's like you were fixed on a particular situation, and it was like you kind of just had to go through the emotions and really, this is bothering me that I can't find the card. You really had to go through the emotions just to kind of get a grasp of, you know, what is it that you need to do? What is it that was really going on? There's the card. It's hiding. So what I heard from Spirit is just like they purposely did that. Not just my clumsiness, right? They purposely did that because there was a time when it was hard for you to actually have a new perspective. It was hard for you to see that you needed to have a new perspective in regards to the situation. And I know, did you see that flash? That was pretty cool. So when it comes to the situation, I don't feel like this is only about love. I feel like this is about your life in general. Like when it came to any subject, there was just things that you weren't seeing. There was things that was keeping you blocked and keeping you away from having this success. Because like I said, the Six of Wands did come in reverse. There was a lot of blockages. So the best way to get to this Ten of Cups, to get to this full happiness, is to be able to see things in a different perspective, able to develop your intuition and get higher and more control with your emotions. Okay, your emotions, like I said, they affect everything. Think about it this way: if you are sad, the rest of your day, everything that you see, you're going to be basing it off of a sad emotion, versus if you were happy. And there's little things that you can see throughout the day that can bring you happiness. But a lot of times you'll get stuck on the one thing that's making us miserable, the one thing that we don't have in life. And I really feel like the group of you that have gotten past this, I'm very happy for you for finally being able to see new perspective, getting to your cup, getting to the success, getting to that. But those of you that are still currently going through this and not putting down the burden, just know that it gets easier. Just know that this burden is going to fall. It is going to be released and you're going to feel light as a feather. I just heard the word free, free, free. Free at last. Free at last. Let's see. What else does Aries need to know? We have here the forgiveness card. So when it comes to the forgiveness card, there's one or two things I'm getting from this energy. It's either you need to forgive no, they said both. You need to forgive yourself for what happened in this situation. Say example, you're like, okay, per se, for a career, you said you're going to study every night and you're going to make sure that you didn't go out too much and you're going to make sure you dedicate 30 minutes every day, and you didn't do it. And then you came across someone a year or two later that's living the dream of the life that you want, and you're just so down on yourself. For people that have to forgive themselves for whatever situation, forgive yourself, release it. You did the best that you could in the situation. It is time to move past it and carry on. It is not over. You're still here. You can still go. Sometimes it was just not the time. It was not the right moment for you to go and do what you had to do. But in the moment, you'll put yourself through so much heartache. Be like, well, I know better. I should do better. I should do this. Da 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 da. Understand you're doing the best that you can. Now, for the group review, when it comes to a particular person that you are kind of like holding on to a little bit of pain from, try to release it and forgive them with love and light. Yes, 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 yes. I know not everyone it deserves to be forgiven. I've actually had someone comment one time saying, not everyone deserves it. And I can understand where you're coming from that perspective. But I'm not trying to tell you to forgive them for them. I'm trying to tell you to forgive them for yourself. When you hold on to any negativity or any lower vibrational energy, it actually brings you down and doesn't help you get to your success. It doesn't help you get to your abundance. And it's crazy enough because even me, as a person that goes through this, and I do my own readings for myself and stuff, you'll be shocked sometimes when I'll find out I'm still holding on to something from the past. Just the other day, I literally did a cord cutting ritual because I didn't realize that I was holding on to certain things from the past, and I didn't realize that I was holding on to certain angers from things that people did. I know that it wasn't purposely, and I know that they were doing the best they could, and they were going through whatever it was, and I've gone through a lot of times of forgiving, but I still had that little bit of a nudge left over. And when I went through the cord cutting ritual, which was very beautiful, phenomenal, afterwards I felt like I was just the sun beaming out into the world. And I know I call myself sunshine, but literally, like, I literally felt like this bright light just beaming from the world because I had lifted those things that were holding me back. I had filled it with my own love and happiness, and I was a new, fresh person. So understand that forgiveness is not for them, it is for you, and it's very powerful because this is something that definitely weighs down your success. Okay, all right. So let's see what advice the spirit wants to provide. So we have two groups of cards that come out here. So I'm going to go over the first group that I flipped over. So we have here the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Tower card and we have the World card. Now, what I feel is when it comes to the Four of Swords card, this is not when you're fixated, kind of stuck on one thing, thinking things over, just going through the math of whatever the situation is. And the fact that this has come out in reverse, this is future energy. This is, like I said, there's the group of you that have gone past this. You've had your tower moment. You have your completion stage. You're now reaping what it is that you sow. And for the other group of you, this is just to show you that you can do it too. Your fellow Aries out there have done it themselves. They have gone through it as well. And you can definitely come out of this alive and well and stronger than other. Understand that some people will ask me like, well, I don't understand, Shine. Like, if I'm Aries and they're Aries, why aren't they going through the same thing? And I always want to explain is that there's different collectives, there's different groups. Like, one of my girlfriends, she's a Virgo. Hey, Virgos, if you're watching. She's a Virgo, and I always joke with her that she literally is in a different collective because she will go through something, and then right after my group will go through something. So it's kind of pretty cool that I see a preview through her life, and then I understand what's going to come next to me. And it's the same thing with you, Aries. Your fellow pack has already gone through this. And it's like, I want to say that they're here to kind of say, don't worry. I know it sucks right now. I know it's heartache. I know you feel alone. I know you feel like, when is this going to end? When is this going to go over? Like, I've tried everything. I don't understand why this is continuing to stay in. And I want to let you know that once you release whatever, it's pretty much like a mindset. It's like a particular mindset you have in regards to certain situations in your life that is keeping you blocked from your true happiness. And once that's released and you have a new perspective, everything is great. And like I said, when you master your emotions, you'll be able to progress and shine even higher and brighter, because it's your emotional attachment to the situation that's keeping you trapped. When you get rid of the emotional attachment to whatever it is and you release that connection away in a peaceful way, not in a like, I remember when I first did cord cutting, I did it as a snapping mechanism, where it was like I broke the chains. And this one that I did recently, I actually did it as a dissolving and a peaceful thing. And the funniest thing was, well, very interesting, was the persons, that I did it for, at the end of each one that I did, it was like I was left with only the beautiful entity of that person. And it was so phenomenal, because it was almost like we finally had a peaceful way of saying goodbye energetically. And it was beautifully, it was just amazing. It was literally amazing. If you can get to it, I say try it. There's many people on YouTube that do have cord cutting rituals. Find your own means of finding your way of doing it. I always like to say, go to where you're led to find your answers for certain situations, because that's going to be the particular response that you need, that's going to click in to what you need to hear. So like I said, you literally have completion going on. You literally have the world card twice. This is something that wasn't easy to do. So don't be so hard on yourself. Understand that this was some big life changing event for you, okay? You have literally five major arcana cards. Jesus Christ. 5 major arcana cards coming out. Understand that when it comes to major arcana cards, this is big shifts. This is big changes. This is big thing. You are breaking the old to make room for the new. You cannot have the new if the old is sitting in the spot. Think of a parking spot. If the car is there, until that person moves the car, you can't put your vehicle there. No. You can't even stand there. To stand in the spot, you have to stand on top of the car. And even to that, you'll be on top of the car. You know what I mean? It's just, you understand, you have to move that entity out of your way in a healing and loving way. And then when you do that, prosperity, happiness, all things, it's going to be like, why did I hold myself back for so long? Why did I keep this thing just lingering in the background? And don't worry, boo, no tea, no shades. We all do it at some point or the other. Whew! See? We have here the 5 of Wands in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Once again, 6, 6. You literally have repeating of cards. And then the 21, 21 adding up to 3, adding up to 6 as well. So you literally have 3 sixes just from those 4 cards. Now, what I wanted to say about this is, I love that the 5 of Wands has come in reverse, because the conflict, the turmoil, the chaos, the fighting, the just fighting in your mind, fighting with people, just, it is coming to an end. You are getting to another stage. I am so happy, so thrilled, and just, I wish I could hug you through the damn freaking camera. Okay. Now, with the 3 of Swords card, there was some sort of heartbreak, there was some sort of turmoil, there was something that was really, really affecting you and wounding you deeply. That's why it feels so painful. That's why it's taking so long. It's because something deeply rooted, like, you see how those swords, it's not just swords in the heart. It's the heart and the swords became one, because it's been sitting there for so long. It was able to penetrate that badly. So don't be so hard on yourself when it's not coming into the time that you wanted it. Another little story. I had a situation recently where I knew I needed to purge something. And I kept feeling the energy of, like, I wanted to cry. And I'm not the type of person to just sit down and cry or nothing. But I was like, you know what, for kicks, let me try. And I kept pushing, and I kept pushing. 3 days I tried. And then I gave up. I was like, you know what, maybe I'm just not meant to cry. And the moment I gave up, and the moment I surrendered and released, boom, it happened. And it didn't happen the way I wanted to, because if you ever watch any of my other videos, I've always said, make sure that you try to do it in your own time. Don't let spirit force you to it, because you don't want to be driving down the street and start bawling your eyes. what happened. I was driving down the street and I freaking bawled my eyes. But it was amazing to release it because I felt so much better of releasing it. But the fact was, it had to happen when I was on the road. It had to happen in that way for it to have such a big results, for me to be able to feel it as emotional as I did. Because if I explain, I don't want to get into it, but if you anyone that does know the story understood that, like, it was everything, the way it lined up triggered me to actually release the situation. And when I was trying to do it on my own at home, there wasn't anything that would have triggered it. It wouldn't have had as much value. It would have still made the energy would have still lingered, versus when spirit said to let it go. So sometimes you gotta get let go, let God. Okay? And your victory comes. I'm really happy for you guys, because I feel as if I like that I didn't specify this was love or this was just like career or anything like that, because I feel like this is your life. And I feel really that you are going to be celebrating. You see how she's just like, wee, like, I just feel like she's this little kid. She's on like a ride and she just has her hands on and she just scream for joy. Like, it's just so phenomenal. It is just so amazing. The energy you're going to be, honestly, listen, all you boos that are not in this right now, don't worry. When you are in it, you're just gonna feel amazing. You're gonna be like, I know I watched a video and someone told me, but I don't remember who. It's perfectly fine, boo, as long as you got the message. Okay. Let's see. Okay, just to end up the reading, let's see. Is there anything currently blocking Aries that can help them release this energy faster? What is currently going on? Let's see. Oh, your cards keep flying in different ways. So we got here the insecure card. So a sense of not seeing your worth, a sense of, putting yourself down. Am I deserving of XYZ? Am I deserving of this amazing job? Am I deserving of this love life? Am I deserving of this house, this career, this car? A lot of insecurities, a lot of things keeping you trapped. It is a sense of things from the past, things that you went on. Now, because of this insecurity, it leads on to this robotic energy. There's a sense of keeping your emotions kind of blocked off and kind of trapped. Now, no tea, no shade to my water signs, but I do feel like the sense of, because water signs, they have this ability to block off their emotions and put up a wall like no other. And I'm always fascinated and amazed how they go about doing it. They just have a really good hold on it, and which makes sense. It's their natural element. But I do feel a sense that maybe you have water in your chart, but I do feel a sense of there you were able to put up this wall and block your emotional energy. And that's why it's one of the biggest things that you're going through, that you have to unlock it in order to grow. So it's now time that it's like, listen, you blocking this emotion, this energy is no longer serving you. You are now on a new journey. You are now on a new path, and you need to release this. This secondary card, the irresistible and the escape, I really feel like this was pertaining to this Three of Swords energy. Someone made you feel secondary to something, or I don't want to say it's only love, because I do feel like some of you watching, it's not about love. I feel like some of you watching, it was just, no matter how much you tried in that career, you were always just not good enough. It was like no matter what you did, it was just you couldn't get, you would do all the interviews, but you weren't getting the job. You know what I mean? It's just like there was some sort of thing that was just keeping you blocked and keeping you at a certain distance. Now, with the escape card, you just want to run away from it. Don't want to face it, don't want to go through it. It's just easier to continually going the way that you are. It's almost with the irresistible card, what I feel is it's like, when you just become so accustomed and so used to certain things, it's just like you're comfortable. You don't want to change. You just want to stay in it. And understand this is no longer serving you, that you need to trust your intuition, trust your emotions, get yourself to where you need to, and believe Believe in yourself. Like, literally, this is your end results. You are getting to celebrate. You are getting happiness. You are getting the love. You are getting everything it is that you want in your life once you release the things that are no longer serving you. This emotional attachment that you have is holding you back from your abundance, boo. And for those of the group that I said before, that I feel as if that you've gone through your awakening, you're going through this, you're not at the same stage. You're still a little bit further, but you still have a little bit more releasing to go. And at the end of it, honestly, Aries, I really do feel uh true happiness is on its way for you. It is literally on its way. If you've been looking for some sort of sign, some sort of clarity, if you're on the right path, this is it. You are going to have everything that you want in this lifetime when you master your emotions, strengthen your intuition, and definitely go forth into the world being deserving of everything this life has to offer for you. And that's it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I do wish you so much peace and love on your journey, Aries. Remember to keep your head held high, keep that chin up. Until next time, deuces.